This is about the feeling of appetite. Food and the hypothalamus. The hypothalamus is a circa 1 cm times 2 cm big part of a brain. The hypothalamus has many different functions. One of them is controlling of hunger and thirst. The hypothalamus has something called Ventromedial Nucleus. Somewhere has the ventromedial nucleus of the hypothalamus an external lateral part. When this external lateral part of the ventromedial nucleus of the hypothalamus is stimulated, that causes, quote, increased food intake. If the external lateral part of the ventromedial nucleus of the hypothalamus is damaged, that causes, quote, complete cessation of food intake. If the medial part of the ventromedial nucleus is damaged, hyperphagia is caused. Hyperphagia is an abnormal, strong sensation of hunger. The source material lists 4 hypotheses to the hunger and thirst aspects of the hypothalamus. First, lipostatic hypothesis. It says that adipose tissue produces a so-called humoral signal, which is in proportion to the amount of adipose tissue and acts on the hypothalamus to decrease food intake. Second, gut appetite hypothesis. Food entering the gastrointestinal tract triggers the release of CCK, which acts on the brain that it should produce satiety. Third, glucostatic hypothesis. When the glucose utilization of the neurons in the satiety center of the ventromedial nuclei is low, and consequently the arteriovenous blood glucose difference across the neutrons in the satiety center of the ventromedial nuclei is low, the activity across the neurons decreases. If glucose utilization and the arteriovenous blood glucose difference across the neurons in the satiety center of the ventromedial nuclei of the hypothalamus is low, the activity of the feeding center is unchecked and the individual feels hunger. Fourth, thermostatic hypothesis. Decrease of body temperature below a certain point stimulates appetite. Increase of body temperature above a certain point inhibits appetite. Inhibit means lowers, decreases, restricts.